So this is the brand new Fender American Deluxe Strat Plus. Let's start off with the feature set from the headstock down. Locking tuners, single retainer on the high E string and B string. The neck has what's called a compound radius. It's a little rounder at the bottom of the neck, flatter at the top of the neck. Better for chords, better for bending. It's got what they call a modern C shape on the back, and this guy has a satin finish. Really very comfortable neck to play, doesn't grip. It's perfect for really a massive range of styles. It's really, really well done. Okay, as we move to the body here, kind of got a vintage style look on the pickguard here, and these are 3 single coil noiseless pickups. They don't hum or buzz with lights. Very cool. On the quote-unquote standard version of this guitar, it comes with a 5-way pickup selector, and the tone control works on the bridge pickup. I kind of like to think of that as the quote-unquote Eric Johnson mod. Very useful to be able to just pull some of the high end off that bridge pickup, and not all Strats allow you to do that. Now, flipping the guitar over is where the magic really starts to happen. This compartment here is where the personality card lives, and this is kind of the standard personality card, and I just kind of described the functionality to you. There are 3 cards that come with the instrument, and this one is the blender card. And literally, it's just as easy to change these guys out as kind of going like this, and boom, you're ready to go. Now, the blender card is one of the most common mods that people like to make on a Strat. And in the number 1 and number 5 pickup selection, if you take this tone control and back it all the way off, that blends in the neck pickup when you're on the bridge position. And the same thing happens if you're on the neck position, it blends in the bridge pickup. Hey, so really, if you toggle between these 2 sounds with this control here, they're identical. Very cool. Now, what you're also able to do, though, is then kind of with that bridge position, kind of that thing I was talking about with the Eric Johnson mod, you're able to kind of add a little bit of the fatness of the neck pickup into the bridge position to just kind of warm it up a little bit. And the same thing with the neck. If you find that, you're in a venue where it's just a little tubby in the bottom end, it's not the fault of your amp, it's just the room, that enables you to just kind of blend in just a little bit of this pickup to taste. Very cool. All right, now the other card here is what's called the cutter card, and this is extremely cool. When you put that guy in there, this is a treble cut, and this is a bass cut. So kind of all the functionality that we kind of talked about with the blender one, now you can kind of have that same sort of functionality. We can control the amount of treble and bass on all the different pickup selections. So this is a really phenomenal instrument, and the thing that I think I really enjoyed the most about it was that it's a very consistent play both across the neck and up and down the neck. Not just because of the radius, but because of the tonality. Very consistent. The other thing that's great about it is the pickup sets are very well balanced. Some guitars you kind of go from the bridge to the neck and it just kind of is disparate both in volume and tone. This is a really well matched set. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump from the video to the live presentation so you can get a chance to hear this through a couple of different rigs, and so I can also answer some questions. In the meantime, if you have any questions about this instrument, please visit Sweetwater, Premier Guitar, or GearTunes.com. Cheers. Okay, so here we've got the actual guitar with the blender control, and this is just so much fun to play. This tone control is now going to allow me on the number 1 pickup selection, which is the bridge, and the number 5, which is of course the neck, to blend in the opposite pickup. So if I basically take this control all the way back like this, the number 1 and the number 5 will actually sound identical. So if I bring it all the way up, you're going to hear the number 1 pickup selection. And if I go to the number 2, and I go back to number 1 and I blend in the neck pickup, and toggle between the 2, you begin to hear how much alike they are, except for the fact now you have the ability to kind of moving to the neck. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to switch cards here. Thank you. Appreciate it. All That easy? Okay, and I'm going to switch amps. So now what we've got is the cutter control, and this control is going to be the treble, cut, back there, cuts treble. This is going to be the bass cut. So I've got them all the way up. I'm going to start off in the number one position there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some of the treble back. By the way, I was playing off with the deluxe reverb. Now I'm coming through the Roland Cube. Pretty amazing.